All right, guys. I just did the whole video and I didn't tape it because that's how excited I am. I love Cheeto. I love Cheeto. I was watching this draft, and when Cheeto's mom and dad was talking from Africa, and Cheeto was talking, I was telling them in the chat that you can tell intelligence by being able to correctly communicate with the person. It's not always about education, because sometimes people aren't privileged enough to have a good education. Cheeto has, but sometimes people haven't. And when they don't have a good education, as long as they can convey thoughts from here to there cleanly, that's what made me like Dak Prescott so much. When I heard Dak talk and he wasn't spitting rhetoric and spitting something that you know somebody else had told him and are telling you what you want to hear, he was actually communicating with you. And I was like, what? And that's the honest thing. As soon as I heard Dak, I was like, whoa, dude, that dude's smart. Yeah, you know. So I like that type of player, and Cheeto is that type of player. So, what I said, I'm trying to remember everything I said in the video. A lot of times when you make that first round pick, and you're like, whoa, we got such and so, and then the second round pick brings you like down. It kind of brings the draft together as a package. And with us, the first round pick was like, oh yeah, well, we need that. I like him. He has a great, with me, he's got a great spin. There was things I really liked about Taco, and the potential of Taco is incredible. But where we got him was like, but the Cowboys were completely on point. Will McClay, I love you, man. I love you, man. Will McClay was on point again when they said, we can get a cornerback later. And it was like, because I told you, like, why are you saying that? We'll get cornerback later, and I don't care about telling you because there's so many good ones later. I don't care which ones I get. I'm going to get a good corner. And Cheeto is, like I said, one of my favorites. And Jordan Lewis is great. So we got two corners who have been considered first round choices. And Taco, who might have been a second round choice. So we got three real good players in this draft, which is amazing. Now Jordan Lewis does have a case against him. I'm hearing it's kind of like the Ezekiel Elliott case or whatever, and it's bogus or whatever. But I don't want to say that myself. I want to look into it and then convey to you, because in these cases of sexual misconduct and all that kind of stuff, it gets real murky when talent and money and all that kind of stuff is involved. So I will look at it from as even as possible and tell you what I see. But as far as the player Jordan Lewis, so I'm really happy tonight. And another thing, I really said another thing. I started off the show tonight saying that that we are under the assumption that, you know, Carr and Claiborne and Barry Church and Wilcox said, oh, those guys are trash, we can replace them. But we're not thinking about the time that they put together in the scheme, the time that they worked together, knowing each other and all that kind of stuff that made them play at a different level, which we have to get some rookies that's going to instantly play at that level in order for our defense to be at least as good as it was last year. So I still don't think we're going to be as good as last year right now. I have to see these rookies play. I have to see Taco. I have to see Jordan Lewis. I have to see, no, I need to see Cheeto. Cheeto's my man. But we need to see how the team looks with these new guys before we know, oh yeah, this defense is better than that defense. We can't say that right now because even though we didn't like Carr in a lot of ways, he was a good corner. Mo, he finally had good seasons there at the end. Barry Church was, in my opinion, elite at certain things at safety. He was elite. He couldn't cover for a damn, but he was elite at hitting you. He was elite at tackling. He was elite at a lot of other things that other people have to be. So now, I'm not going to say anything about Wilcox. He's like that. The only thing about Wilcox is maybe we taught him how to play defense, and he'll do good with the Buccaneers. But they drafted a safety, so I doubt he can play. But I forgot what was I saying. This is why I don't like to drink. The people in my chat make me drink. This is why I don't drink. But I am extremely happy with the draft tonight. Now, a deep draft and heavily a draft full of talent like this. We're not the only ones with a good draft. And it's hurt. Oh God. The Philadelphia Eagles killed this draft. They killed this draft. They did. They scored very well, and I hate that. The Washington Redskins scored in this draft like crazy, and the New York Giants scored in this draft like crazy. And a lot of other teams. I think Cleveland won the draft. I think San Francisco was close behind Cleveland in this draft. There was a lot of teams that got a lot better in this draft. We are one of them. We didn't get maybe the best players of the draft, but we got players that work for us. Thank you, Will McClay. But we got players that work for us. So I'm excited. So I'm hearing that we're shopping Scandrick. I thought we had already shopped him to Minnesota. They were talking about it in the chat. But I hope we get that pick. Minnesota has the second pick tomorrow. I hope we get that pick. Lorenzo Jerome, Dede Westbrook. There's so many guys I want that's still out there that it's ridiculous. And I'm so excited for the draft. This is the most excitement I've ever had for the draft. Because usually by this time I'm like, oh, okay, we getting crazy, we getting people that we might use. No, Dede Westbrook. There's a lot of players out there that will contribute on Sundays as soon as they get picked. So I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm gonna leave I'm gonna put the camera back. I'm gonna leave everything where it is, and then I will be back here tomorrow at noon, and we will talk about some more football. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. All right, holla at you. Peace.